This is the Pure Pigskin Football Show with your host, your man, Touchdown Tommy, Purple People Eater,
and Mole Man,
and Baseball Brian.
And this is the Football Geek for Pure Pigskin.
You know, I've dated some ladies in the past that were like, you like football too much. And I'm like, okay, I like you outdoor.
Oh, my stated goal in life is to be a college football coach.
Tommy, this is like a little kid watching their parents do taxes right now.
Giving away free items every week, jerseys, sports memorabilia.
Will the Patriots win another Super Bowl? Looks very certain.
I mean, come on, man.
DeMarco Murray sets another 100-yard game.
I think I recognize his voice.
Who is this?
It's G-Man.
That's quite the rivalry right there.
Now you got Adrian Peterson saying that he may retire.
America has a short-term memory.
See, I'm not really big into football.
This is a crazy thing to say, but I don't think it's a good thing for Ohio State if they win, because if they get into the Final Four, I think they're just going to get clobbered.
Ole Miss lost it in probably the most heartbreaking fashion possible.
Yeah, I love it.
How many Heisman candidate quarterbacks are going to come out of Ohio State? Perhaps a fourth string?
There he is, 15 minutes late.
Coach Belichick, sorry I had some issues with my alarm.
Captain Jack Rackham.
Oregon, Dallas Cowboy, champions?
What are you saying, dude?
Call us up and talk about some NCAA and NFL football at 3333.
Captain Jack Rackham.
The greatness of the Raiders. Has it returned?
And Krazy K.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Don't worry, Coach. We'll discuss all the teams. Time for Pure Pigskin on Radio Gitmo.
What the hell's going on out here?
Hi, this is Ron Barr, host of Sports Byline USA. I hope you'll join me right here on Radio Gitmo for Sports Byline. And if you're looking for the best in sports talk, then be sure to listen to Pure Pigskin right here on Radio Gitmo.
They're letting a lot of, like, Sting and Triple H wrote most of their program.
So we're basically saying that WrestleMania brought more people into the stadium than the 49ers.
They're still a good team, and they still get good recruits, and they're still, at the top as far as getting those recruits in. So, Alabama's going to be right up there again next year.
Well, just piggybacking on Alabama, but Ohio State, are they gonna repeat possibly?
Getting rid of LaShawn McCoy and Nick Foles may have been a bad move.
Yeah. Who would you rather have, LaShawn McCoy or DeMarco Murray? DeMarco Murray history of being injury prone.
Right.
Which team executes? Seattle, for the first time actually all game, in that last 4 or 5 minute segment of game time, they executed. And Green Bay just couldn't.
I think it was more of a coaching victory. Pete Carroll did the adjustments that he needed to do in the second half, and I guess the Packers were like, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Woo! We are live from Radio AFN Gitmo. It is yours truly. He needs no introduction. Take it away, Tommy.
Thanks, Georgia Tech.
Woo!
Oregon starts out, they get a touchdown, they look good.
Oregon, that first drive, they looked unstoppable.
So, Baseball Brian, big Ohio State fan, they're not going to beat Alabama. They're not gonna win the national championship against Oregon. Hey, I'm not gonna come in this week because I'm gonna go sailing. Are you seeing a pattern here?
It sounds like a conspiracy kind of.
All right. As far as the picks go, whenever you had a third-string quarterback,
I don't think that really matters.
For the Alabama game, I agreed with everyone that my heart said, okay, it'd be great if Ohio State won.
It's really nice. It's very nice to come out there, take your significant other, enjoy some steak under the stars, and some mosquitoes. And what Football Geek, we got something going on with some youth groups here.
Actually, if you are middle school or high school youth age, the chapel next Saturday, 1 o'clock, Phillips Dive Park. Come check out the second annual Muck Wars.
Lesson learned here. If you're ever going someplace to where you want to buy sports memorabilia,
go to Macy's.
Go to the chick places.
The big question, how many weeks before they put on their UK basketball gear? It hits the ground, bounces completely out of his hands, and he corrals it. If it hits the hands and moves, it's not a catch. Ask Hall of Famer Chris Carter. He might know a thing or two about catching a football.
That's it.
It's called karma.
Because I picked up Kelvin Benjamin.
He's
as a
beast.
free agent. Of
He's
all
a-
people to pick up.
Yeah.
He's still open in several leagues.
Came out that Jameis Winston was point shaving in the first half because his friend had a $5,000 bet on the line that Louisville would be leading at the half. And if you remember, they were leading 21-0 at the halftime, and Jameis Winston had 3 interceptions in the first half. He came out and he played like a Heisman Trophy candidate in the second half. So based on the field play, there's some legitimacy to this accusation.
Every time I open up, CBS Sports, NCAA football, all I'm seeing is Jameis Winston. I'm like, all I'm seeing is his issues. I don't even know what his legal record is, his accusation record is looking like. It must be as big as a resume. For the most part, you're not going to come back unless you're like...
Unless you're the Lions against Dallas Cowboys and Tony Romo.
Yes, well, there's exceptions, and
That happens.
that's Atlanta's defense. But any other game...
I've seen a little bit of TCU games. I think they're going to find a way to hang around in this game. I think a field goal is going to separate the game.
First of all, we need to apologize to the good people of London,
They're getting a terrible game this week.
Dallas, and Jacksonville.
Whoa,
People in Jacksonville don't even want to watch the Jags play.
that's not true. Who knows if Romo's even gonna play?
He's listed as probable.
Do you guys think Tom Brady's playing better than Peyton Manning?
Yes.
Well, I know you're a bit biased. Let's get from an unbiased staff here.
Well, Tom Brady has no one to throw it to. He doesn't have these stud wide receivers.
He doesn't have the supporting cast, but he's got a beast tight end.
All right, good morning, Radio Gitmo. This is the Pure Pigskin Show, and hosting it for Touchdown Tommy is Baseball Brian, and going around the room with who we have here this morning.
The football geek.
Mole Man.
And yours truly, Mr. Georgia himself, Mr. Georgia Tech. How y'all doing today? I didn't watch the game, to be honest
14?
with you.
I watched in and out of the game.
Hey, the battle for the #1 draft pick was riveting.
Spygate.
The
Alleged, the alleged Spygate.
I mean, he tries to deny it to this day. I mean, we're talking about Belichick here. I mean,
I thought
Belichick.
Bounty Gate was...
This is the Football Geek for Pure Pigskin. This is Football Geek tossing it out there. Go Big Blue. And this, you heard it here first from the Football Geek. Everybody knows SEC's the best.
We have what you guys have waited all season for. First off, did you honestly believe that your teams were going to be here at the end of the year?
Put me up, put me down, put my feet back on the ground. Put me up, take my heart and make me happy. Put me up, put me down, put my feet back on the ground. Put me up, feel my heart and make me happy. Sing it, everybody.
Hey, how's it going? Good morning, Gitmo.
And we got a new man named.
Come on.
That's it?
Game time. Game time, Gary.
Game time, Gary.
Here and super stoked.
Well, today I'm going to be going over the training camps, some big highlights that are going on, and we'll go over some of the big games coming up this week. Granted, it's preseason, but we got some big ones coming up.
Mhm.
We're getting excited. We're getting close.
This is pure pigskin. Cheaters are going to be something, and I wish Captain Jack was here listening to me because he would.
The one year that they actually might show some promise, and he's gone.
We got a phone
Is that the
call.
phone?
Hold on one second. Pure Pigskin Football. This is your host, Touchdown Tommy, Purple People Eater. What safety? I will probably get in the Hall of Fame. Safety for the Raiders. No, he's actually in jail. I think he's in jail or something right now.
I think he's serving time.
Our number is 3333. And if you don't know what we do for you, we do some amazing things. We talk about all different types of sports. Like, what are we talking about today, Football Geek?
Well, there's definitely March Madness going on. We got some wrestling, some NASCAR, baseball, just anything that's been played right now. We got it.
Base O'Brien's a wrestler. Be careful.
That was all chess club, right?
I used to wrestle in high school.
Are you sure it wasn't the Glee Club?
Yeah, but it just adds on to this impressive run Ohio State's got going on right now. You know, national championship in football this past year. Ohio State also took the wrestling championship. And it wasn't really even close. They totaled over 102 points for that. The next closest was Iowa at like 86.
Love, you gotta spice it up somehow. For a fight that was that billed to be that huge fight of the century, you gotta have a little fun with it. I love the Burger King guy. I thought those commercials where he'd just be like standing and watching people eating the sandwiches are hysterical to me. Some people find them creepy and disturbing. I think they're great.
Spots on the bedding are one of the earliest and most accurate methods.
This might be the first time you're hearing about bed bugs, but they've been around for a very long time.
Game for my boys, that's always good. And if I had to go for any other one, it would probably be the Duke win.
Oh, yeah.
I used to rule the world. The seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to roam. The crowd would sing. Now the old king's dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me. I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt, pillars of sand. Hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs singing. Be morning on my soul.
In fairness, the Saints don't even have people on offense that can catch the ball. So do you expect their defenders to do it?
Washington State and Oregon. I mean, it's fantastic if you love PlayStation type football. If you're a defensive, guy who likes 10-13, you're just flipping the channels and watching replays of Jurassic Park. But what we saw from that game was the difference between an Oklahoma State team who, like we saw in the opener against Florida State, when you build your team with physicality from the inside out, you have the chance to compete against any team in the country.
That's going to make, have an effect.
Yeah, and a lot of people have this prediction going that it's going to be the Cavaliers and the Warriors in the finals.
That's what I personally have.
If the Cavaliers beat Golden State head to head, you kind of have to give that nod.
No, because they'll give the MVP out before that.
They have an outside agreement with the college coach. If they were to they were to pull this for basketball,
Oh yeah, this would be great.
it would be amazing.
Yeah, but Bobby had said it though. Bobby said that the season said, "Hey, this will be my last season. You know, I'm retiring."
It wasn't really a choice though.
So I'm really trusting your guys' opinion on this one.
Well, I'm trusting his opinion more. To me, it's a lot of left turns going in a circle. So what you're saying is, if you like crashes, this is the race to watch.
If you like crashes, yes, this would be a race to watch. There's always a big one.
Well, okay, you do have Ed Reed back there, but okay, if we're talking safeties, then who is going to cover Vernon Davis? It's definitely not going to be one of your linebackers, and if you do have a linebacker covering him, he's going to kill you. If you have a safety covering Vernon Davis, he's still going to kill you. I think that's going to be one of the mismatches that the Niners are going to play to their best use on Sunday. Okay, the receivers, like Tom was saying, the receivers for the Niners are other than Moss on a good day, if he steps it up, great.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache.